So one thing again, we can do drag and drop. Okay? We can drag from here, we can drop it, and we can do all this configuration. But if you want to make it faster, okay, you don't need to do much in code side, but if you can understand a bit, then your this copy paste or this development process will be faster. How I can do this? Select this particular component. Let's say I want to do copy paste of this component. Select this component. Okay. Then click on go to XML and see when we are writing the choice condition, like when this. So this is getting created in backend. Choice. This is the first condition for addition. This is the second condition for subtraction. Okay. If you want to do for multiplication and division very faster, copy this, paste it, and change here sub to multiplication. And here, what we are doing, payload dot first number minus payload dot second number. Sorry. So here, what we need to do, we need to put a star for multiplication and done. Now, if you will go in design, see, just now we added this one here. Attribute dot query parameter dot operation equals to multiplication. Result equals to payload dot first number into payload dot second number. Let me know if anyone has any doubt.
In Canvas also we can copy paste the set
Yes,
payload,
that
right?
also you can do. That also you can do, but that will give you additional name and all. Okay, another method is there. Just you can do copy paste of component. Okay, you can do copy paste. Let me see. So what you need to do is you need to select the component, then click on and drag and drop it. It's not coming. For component, it will come, but for choice router, it will not come. This I did for multiplication. I want to do for division. So select this, go to XML, copy this when, starting from here to here, copy this, paste it, and next one will be division. And in data view part, go to design view. So this is for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and this is for division. See, it's up to you. Like if you think you want to learn, if you are from little bit from coding background or you want to learn that coding part to speed up your process, that will speed up your process. You can go in backend. Okay? No need to understand the entire code. We just seen what part we focused. We focused only. We copied everything first. We did require change. We are not worried about the what other things are written here. We don't want to understand. We just want to understand where exactly we need to do change. Operation will change multiplication, and here these two first number and second number will multiply. Okay, apart of that, what other things are written there, I don't need to worry about that. Since I want to do similar thing and I want to do small modification, so I did this. Everyone clear on this part? Okay. So if I want to test it, again, like we can do testing here, should be fine. Okay. So next thing what we will learn about the set variable. We will learn about this component, set variable. Okay. So whatever data we are getting in request, there might be some data will change due to some reason. Okay. There can be multiple reason. Let's say we are getting attributes, we are getting like payload. So there will be possibility that payload will change, that attributes will change, or we want to hold that data in somewhere. Okay. So to fulfill that purpose, what we have variable. Okay. So what you can do using variable, you can hold some data. Okay. Let's say you can give variable name as anything. I'm giving variable name as operation var. And inside this variable, what data I want to hold. So click on fx first, and then here attributes dot query params dot. So once you will create this, what it will do, it will take the value of the operation in query parameter, whatever operation value you are passing, add, subtract, minus, divide, whatever value you are passing, it will take that value and it will store inside the variable. So variable is used. So variable is used to store the data temporary. Like if you want to hold data somewhere, so you can use the variable. So what we did here, we stored in operation value inside this operation variable. Now, wherever I want the value of the operation query parameter, wherever I want this value, instead of writing this entire set of code, simply I can write this. And before this, we need to use keyword as a vars. Okay, let's say here I want to use. So instead of this, now we can use vars dot operation variable. Okay. So all the places. Okay, there will be multiple advantage of variables. Slowly you will get idea. Okay, this is the one advantage. Instead of writing that big piece of code everywhere, we can create one variable and we can use small piece of code. Now let's say this operation will come instead of name as a operation, it will come something like methods. Okay, or calculator or something will come. If you will not create the variable, then what will happen? You have to go everywhere. You need to update here also. If you need to update here also, and here also. If you are not creating variable, you are using directly this. If this name will change, then you have to change everywhere. But right now, what we did, we created variable. So you just need to update this. You don't need to update all these places. Since let's say instead of operation, whatever will be there, that value will be captured here inside this variable. And we are using same variable everywhere. Okay. So we are storing value in somewhere and we are using at multiple places. Okay. Whenever you have such kind of scenario, you need to use some value or some calculation in multiple places. Better to create variable, store that data in that variable and use everywhere. So in future, if there will be any change, you just need to update the variable. You don't need to update throughout the code. Everyone clear on this part?
Yes, Ram.
So
It's done.
now we will save it for everyone. Like if you have any small dot, since this is basic part. Okay, if you will clear this part, then project and all, during project and all, your concept will be very strong. If you will ignore this part, okay, I will understand in future, then that will create problems. So if you have any small doubt also, you can ask. So in short, variable we use to hold the data somewhere, so we can use that data wherever required. Okay, so generally we use variable, let's say any data we need to use at multiple places, or we create variable like if we think, let's say payload will change in future, and I want this payload in future also. In future means, let's say I will get the payload and I will do set payload here. Then what will happen? Whatever payload I'm getting in request, that payload will change here. And if after changing the payload, I want the previous payload, what we are getting in request. Okay, I will tell you. I will take one example for that. First, let me test this one to show you this is working fine. So it will come here. So you can see here variable got created, and variable value of the variable is sub. Since operation this inside the attributes, we have query parameter as your operation and value is sub. Okay, so this operation value will be stored inside the variable, this variable. Okay, and this variable we are using at all these places. So it came to choice router, and now it will go to second branch. First branch, second branch, since this is for abstraction. We completed the process and we log it. Okay. So in this way, we can see here 20 minus 10, 10. Now I want to show you another use case. Let's say whatever request we are getting, in request what payload we are getting. So this is our request payload and this is our response payload. So what we did inside the our mule application, what we did, we updated the payload. Okay, initially this payload we are sending in request. Here we are updating the payload. Due to that, payload will be lost. Okay, but let's say I want to log that initial payload. What payload is passing in my request, I want to log in here also and here also. Okay, so start logger. This syntax I will tell you why I am writing in this way. I will tell you for now. Just think we are trying to display payload. Okay, let me give you understanding. So this is the string value and this is the data in JSON, which is stored inside the payload. If you want to display together, this is the way of writing this. Okay, so after this string value, our payload will come. Same thing I want to do here. So see We'll see difference first. What is the difference? And one more thing, if you will do any small change and if you will save your application, automatically deployment will start. Okay. But if you will do lots of change, if you will update the property file and all, then you need to redeploy your application. And see, this time it's very fast. If you will do deployment by saving option, then deployment will be very fast. So deployment is done. So first we will see what payload we are capturing here and what payload we are capturing here. So I will clear the console and then I will call this. So here, see, start log and then payload is our request payload, what we got in request. I will go for next. Here, it will change the payload. Whatever payload was coming in request we were getting this payload. But here we are doing set payload, means we are updating the payload. And what will be payload now? Payload will be JSON payload where key will be result and value will be after calculating this what value we will get. So 20 minus 10, that will be 10. So we will store 10 in result. Click on next. Okay. So now you will able to see that payload got changed. Previously payload was first number, second number. Now payload is result. If you will log this, see, we are getting this payload. So once you will do set payload, your payload will change. But let's say you have requirement. In log also, I want to display the same payload what I'm getting in request. Okay. In and logger also, we want to display same payload what we are getting in request. Means we want to display same this payload, not updated payload. Okay. So how we can make it possible? So what we can do, we will do set variable. Okay, here set variable we are doing now. What we are doing, we are setting the operation set variable, or you can give name of that variable. Okay, this is just display name. So here you will able to see. So for others, it will be easy to understand what you are doing here. This set variable for payload. So what we want to do, we will give name as a payload variable. Okay. And here, what value we will take, whatever value is inside the payload. Okay. And now this variable you can use wherever you want. Everywhere you will get the starting payload, what payload you are getting in request. Okay, that same payload we are capturing in this variable. So wherever you want, here also you can use same. Instead of payload, you can use where start. Here also you can use. Saved it, let it deploy. Okay, deployed successfully. So we received the request. We have this payload. Okay, and this two variable got created. Okay, so you will able to see here. One is operation, another one is payload. Operation variable, payload variable. Click on next. So here you can see that variable got captured. Now payload will be updated. Even if this payload is updated, but we have initial payload inside this variable. Okay. Even if our payload got updated, but we have stored, we have saved that payload in some variable. That variable is available here. So I will display that variable. Okay. And you will able to see same log in response also. In previous case, since we were not storing the payload value in one variable, so once you will update the payload, that payload will be replaced by new payload. So what we were doing in new payload, we were setting the result and value we were calculating from the previous payload. But once new payload will be set, previous payload will be overwrite. So we don't have that first number and second number. I want to access that first number and second number. So what we need to do, we need to, before updating the payload, we need to store initial payload in what variable. Let me know if anyone has any doubt. Everyone
Hello,
clear on this part?
hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Ravi, am I audible?
Yes.
Choice router performs only one action at a time, only one operation. Like it will check first operation like addition. If it is true, it will
Yes.
go out from that. Otherwise, it will go to subtraction again.
Yes. Correct. So it will start checking from first. If it will
Okay.
match here, then
Then
it
it
will go
goes out.
here. If it will not match, it will check for second. If it
Okay.
will match, it will go here. If it will not match, it will go for third. If it will match here, it will go here. If it will not match, it will
Hmm.
go for fourth. If
Okay.
match, it will go here. If not, it will go for next. And default means it will accept everything. So here we don't have anything, so it will go here.
Okay.
Any doubt on this part? Let me know. So everyone clear on this concept. So what everyone need to do now, okay? In request, you will pass. Let me give you a small assignment on this. Everyone need to do now, okay? So you need to take 10-15 minutes and you need to complete it. Let me think. You need to develop one API where you need to create, like there will be multiple conditions. If you will pass operation as a area, okay, then it will find the area of the rectangle, or area of the, yeah, area of the rectangle should be fine. So in payload, you need to pass length and width, or length of breadth, anything is fine. In payload, you need to pass length and width of a rectangle. Okay, so there will be two key value pair. One is length, value will be something, and another one will be width, value will be something. And in operation, you will pass either area or parameter. Okay. If you are passing the area, then you will calculate the area of the rectangle and you will send in result as a response. If you are pass operation as a parameter, it's a parameter only or something else. Summation of each side.
Yeah,
What we
parameter.
done? Sorry.
Yeah, it's parameter.
Yeah, parameter only. Okay, parameter. So that we need to calculate based on the operation, what operation user will pass. Okay. At this time, you need to store everything in variable. You need to store operation also in variable, also in variable, and width also in variable. And then you need to use choice router, one for area, one for parameter. Okay. And you need to calculate, define the result, and you need to send back. Everyone clear with the assignment? What we need to do now?
Ravi, can you repeat please once again?
Okay. So in request, you will pass the payload. Payload will contain length. Let's say 20. Width as a 5. Okay. And this will be payload of your API, request payload. And you will pass one query parameter that will be again operation. Operation can be area or parameter. It can be area or parameter. Okay. If user will pass the area, then you will calculate the area of the rectangle. That will be length into width, 20 into 5. If user will pass operation as a parameter, then you need to calculate 2 into length plus width. That will be 50. 20 plus 5, 25 into 2. That will be 50. Okay, that you need to send in response. While developing your code, when like at the very beginning, you need to create 3 variables. One is length, one variable is width variable, and another one is operation variable. So in short, I want to store all these 3 in variable and then use that variable to do all rest of the calculation. Clear on this part?
Yes, Ravi. Thank you.
Okay, so everyone start working on this and you have 15 minutes to complete this.
Hey, hi Ravi.
Yes, yes. Someone is asking any doubt.
We are completed.
Okay. You already completed. Share your screen once or wait for 2 minutes. Otherwise, let other people try first. Let's wait for 2 minutes and then we'll check for everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Ravi, it's done.
Yeah, Ravi, it's done.
Ravi, I got some errors. Can I share my screen?
Yes, yes, share your screen. And if someone has completed, just put completed in chat. Yeah. If anyone has doubt, yeah, share your screen.
Are you able to see?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, like I take one logger and start process payload and one for this check attributes
No, no,
dot
no,
variable.
no. You don't need to put everything. Just store the operation. Okay. Operation equals to area. We will check here in choice.
Okay. Need to remove this thing.
No, 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 no. Till operation, everything will be there. Remove after operation.
Okay.
Okay. This variable will be not area variable. This will be variable name will be created two variable. No, no, not like that. Not like that. Okay. So anyone has completed successfully. So you
Yeah.
can share your screen and explain everything. Stop your screen and let other people share screen.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes. Can you scroll up? Yeah. Click on set variable.
I have
You created only one variable. I told to create three variable, one for length also, one for width also. Anyone has completed with using that length and width variable also?
Yeah, Ravi.
Yeah, then share your screen.
okay.
Yeah, who has completed using length and width also share your screen.
Oh, Ravi, I'm sharing my screen. Just tell me it is visible on. Is it visible now?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Okay. First, I have created this variable for operation, and then second for a payload in order to store the payload. Third one for a length, and fourth one for a width.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, one by one. One by one. For again, do it for other people. They let them also understand.
Uh, okay.
Yes, first one for click
For
on that.
first one is for operation in
Okay.
order to store that operation into
Yes.
this variable.
Yeah. So what name he has given? Wait. Let other people understand.
Okay.
So
I
here
gave
inside query
variable op.
parameter operation name he has given as a OP. Okay, and he stored inside the variable where OP. Okay. Now go to second variable. Here
Second
he
variable.
stored the payload inside one variable. Okay. This one I haven't asked, but yeah, if it's okay. Let's say if he created, that is fine. Now go to
Yeah.
next. So here he created one variable for length. So inside payload, we will pass the length. So he will take that length and he will store inside one variable. That is var length. And then next one is
Variable width.
width. So he took the value of payload dot width from the width and he stored inside the variable. Okay. So he created all those data inside the variable. Now explain next part.
So I gave the logger for logger started and printing that payload in the logger. And after that, in choice, I've been comparing the area with operation, which we get. And inside that, I'm multiplying the length to width and storing that into the result. Similarly, for a parameter, if the operation is a parameter, then we are doing two into variables, a length plus width. Okay, then I'm also setting the if it is not variable is not operation is not passed correctly, then this should print.
Yeah, fine.
And at the end, I'm printing the output of the log. So if I pass the area, let's pass the parameter. So it is giving the output as 50. If I pass area, and right. And if I pass anything, then it should give error.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is correct. So everyone clear on this part, or anyone has any doubt? So first thing, you need to create 3 variable. Actually, he create 4th one, that is not required. You need to create 3. One for operation. Whatever operation you will get in query parameter, you will store inside one variable. Okay. Second one for length. What length you will get inside the payload, stored inside one variable. Another one for width. What width you will get inside the payload, stored inside one variable. And then use those 3 variable to do rest of the business logic. If where start operation equals to area, then do set payload, and there you will take value length and width. From where you will take from variable. Okay, area will be length into width. So where's dot length into where's dot width. Okay. Second branch, you will check where's dot operation equals to parameter. So what will be operation inside the set payload? Result equals to 2 into bracket where's dot length plus where's dot width. I hope everyone clear on this. So everyone do this as a assignment. Like if someone has not completed, so complete this as a assignment. Still, if you will not able to do by tomorrow, then I will explain. And this Saturday and Sunday we will have class. So everyone please be available.
So timing will be the same, Ravi?
Same. You can make it a little bit. Okay, I think we will make more late, then it will be difficult for US people. So let it be same time. Okay, fine then. Thanks everyone.
Thanks, Ravi. Bye.
Thank you, Ravi.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.